Hello there, YouTube. In this video, I tried to get the prawn suit as quickly as possible. Why would I do that? Well, it's because I'm doing a prawn suit only challenge in one of my Subnautica saves. So, yeah, I guess let's get into it. So the first thing I did was I got some batteries, because I thought I was going to need them later. Keep in mind that this is a video of just how quickly I got the prawn suit and rushed the Aurora. This isn't a full series, because like I already have a base and everything. I do also just mess around with the menu. It's got the day counter and stuff. Currently day 4, so it was time to get to the Aurora. Now, this small thing with an oxygen pump, and it's very, very useful. I was trying to. First, you gotta have, like, empty hand. Oh my gosh, I really should have just waited to deploy it and not, like, later on to find it. Oh, so, it's right here. Yep. Anyhow, the thing is, if you stand on one of these on the surface, which it's hard to do, and if you pick it up, you get sent flying. Yeah. So, I just did a small amount of those that I will put into a montage. So the thing was that on this super jump, besides going really far, I landed on the Aurora, and it just hurt only a teeny bit, 4 HP left. So yeah, I used up all my heals. Not the best decision, but you'll see I made a stupider one. Once I got inside, I scanned some things that you normally would after having to deal with that painfully annoying thing known as the fire that respawns and destroys your health. Luckily, I got a teeny bit of the propulsion cannon, which I probably won't use, but it's... Once I got around here, I would thought, oh, this is gonna be an easy in and out thing. I just get free loot along the way. But, I made one minor mistake, and, I forgot a laser cutter. I just straight up forgot the laser cutter, which means that there really wasn't that much of a purpose to go here. But, might as well get this stupid CMOS fragments, not like I'm gonna use it. But I decided, because I was already here, and it's gonna make life easier for myself, I decided to repair the very annoying thing known as the drive core. So, montage of that, I guess. Do not attack. Warning, ledges detected. After fixing the drive core, I decided that, I was going to go back to my base. It was night. I didn't want to deal with 3 Leviathans night in game, and I was literally recording this at, like, I don't even know how late. Besides, like, very late. So, I decided that, I mustered up enough courage, because for some reason I didn't have any. I decided to attempt 1 or 2 super jumps, because I wasn't gonna wait here forever, and waiting here with OBS on causes my computer to not be happy, so I guess better to get it over with. And I figured out that you actually have to have an empty hand for it, which makes it 10 times harder to see. And the collision's also janky too, so that doesn't help in my favor at all whatsoever. I decided to also just free up inventory space. Nope, that one didn't work either, because like I said, oh yeah, and you can also throw out items by switching to them, like Sea Glide, but it corrects itself. So I decided it's time to get on the aircon. And, well, it's hard to do that, to position. And, yeah. I flung myself straight into the worst spot. I had incredibly bad luck at this point. I had gotten down to 4 HP. I forgot a laser cutter. I didn't even have it unlocked. And I launched myself to the very, very back of the Aurora. So, just checking the day, waiting to see, when it would be day. And I was just like, alright, back in a somewhat safe spot. And it was just time to jump. And that was the super jump and that small clip that launched me really far. And yeah. So I decided, you know what, it's time to swim back to my base. 'Cause yeah. So along the way, this was there. I don't know if it still is in the world. And it's got no collision. It was just a floating fireball. So I decided that it would be a good time to just get everything, get a laser cutter, because, well, I didn't have one. So, time to get a laser cutter and get back to the Aurora. Alright, so, after, off recording, getting, laser cutter, I really should have recorded it. There were many things. One of which included me getting flung by picking up a flare. That was funny. Anyhow, now that I had gotten the laser cutter, which I only once. You only needed it once to get the prom suit, which is really annoying. After that, I finally could be able to get to the prawn bay. Except there's this part, which seems hard. Except there's a little trick where you don't need to put out any fire, because that's this game's hitboxes for you. Yeah. After it was repaired, it was time to get my glorious prom suit scans. Now that I had the prom suit unlocked, it was time to just explore the rest of this place because, it's slightly useful. And by that I mean I need it for, beating the game. So, because I'm going to assume that, would be somewhat funny, not really funny, but, those who are watching and haven't played the full game, or you want to go somewhat blind in this game, go into this game blindly. Oh my gosh, I can't speak words. If you want to go into this game blindly, then, I'm not gonna tell you, I guess, which room or the combinations, except there's a wiki for that. which kind of beats the point of it being a secret. Yeah. After getting everything I needed, I realized it was time to make my great escape. Luckily, this time, I got a perfect mix of vertical and horizontal boost all the way to my base. Alrighty. That was a good transition. So, now that I had gotten everything I needed, and I was very sure I needed it all, because I was not thinking well enough, because it was late, I decided to make the mobile vehicle bay. And here we are, the mobile vehicle bay. Might I add that none of the recordings after I got the laser cutter, there was no sound, because I forgot to just remove the sound. I realized that I'm probably going to need some more titanium for the P.R.A.W.N suit, so I decided to grab some lovely metal salvages. Till I was stupid and realized my entire inventory was full. But, without hesitation, I realized that it might as well just be time to deploy that and, be smart and get another piece of metal. And get some materials back, because I thought I needed that for the P.R.A.W.N suit. But I did not. So, when checking the P.R.A.W.N suit, I realized a teensy, tiny problem. I needed aerogel. I have everything else but aerogel. So, that meant I had to get, I needed to get rubies and everything else. Luckily, from my previous first ever playthrough, my base was built near a sparse reef, so I already know of an area with lots of rubies and gel sacks. Because, yeah. After swimming for it seemed like a very, very long time, I found a spot. A spot that would have more than enough to get me my P.R.A.W.N suit. All I really needed was 2 rubies and 2 gel sacks. And there was one. Now you're probably wondering, how is he gonna get out of there alive? Well, I'm gonna get out of there alive because there's a little known secret. Well, it's not, unless you've played Below Zero, then it's not a secret. Bladderfish actually restore about 15 units of oxygen, which, when above 100 meters, or with a rebreather, is 15 seconds. So, for them, that's a minute. I had way more than enough. The only downside is water, but that can be negated with more bladderfish. Yeah. So, after grabbing all the rubies and gel sacks I would probably need for the rest of the game, with the exception of maybe the rocket, I was good. I knew I had enough to swim to the surface. Enough oxygen in the tank to swim to the surface. That's what I meant. Goodness. Anyhow, since, editing the video, there's a thing where I can just skip it to where I'm at the base, because I don't think any of you guys would really want to watch, like, a long time of me swimming back. So without further ado, transition time. It was finally time. I had everything I needed to make the P.R.A.W.N suit. All it took was 3 clicks of a button. Why 3? Well, 1 to get in, 1 to one click in the vehicle tab, and one to craft the prawn suit. And that's right, a prawn suit on day 9, which is really crazy. Because I don't think you're supposed to get it this early, but dang did it feel good. Granted, it wasn't as mobile as Below Zero's prawn suit, but better than nothing, I guess. After a small break, I came back to the game and decided to get myself a grappling arm. I had all the materials, and I slightly expanded my base, because this was a few hours in the save file after I got it, the prawn suit. So, I was really happy about getting that grapple arm, and I had no clue which arm correlates to what, because I am stupid. So I decided to put it on the right hand side, because why would you ever left click to grapple? No, I would always use right click. I was somewhat disappointed that once again, it was not like Below Zero's, but Below Zero is a totally different ball game. So, I guess if you like this video, subscribe, I guess, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.